Is it just me, or are there less people here?
Make your
I
voice
don't.
deeper.
I thought that like after Thanksgiving was when people were like, like you would think that like they would start doing the like the New Year's resolution people. No,
No. They're probably still stuffed or stuffing themselves. Or parties.
man. Oh well.
I'm bloated, so I'm gonna have to do like an hour of cardio or more. So whatever.
If you're watching this, don't wait till like in my opinion, winter arcs and like New Year's resolutions are overrated.
Just start now. It's no point.
There's no reason to put off something you can start now.
Yeah, oh, I feel so weird.
Two more.
No.
Yeah, I don't. I was expecting to see like a bunch of people here, but I don't know. So it's sad to see how little effort people will put into themselves. Your butt. Whatever.
So much chuzz here, bro. It's so annoying. Unmotivating. Are we gonna do your second set now? Oh, okay.
What's your opinion on
What are you doing?
Huh?
Are you gonna do that right now?
What's your opinion on New Year's resolutions?
I think it's good to make them, but like half the people don't go through with them, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like the idea of changing for
I
a
feel like
specific period of life is like dumb.
I feel like New Year's resolutions, it primes you to think you should be disappointing yourself. Because, like you said, like most people don't follow through on what they're trying to say, and so, or on what they're gonna do, right? And so, because there's so much hype built up around having a New Year's resolution and being like, "Oh, I'm gonna follow through on this," right? Even when they just say like things that are just normal, like when it's during the summer or whatever, like they don't even bother trying because they have this reference of like, I didn't do it when I was doing a New
The
Year's
timeline.
resolution.
They give themselves their own timeline.
Yeah. So it's like they see it as useless or like something that's just not something worth putting effort into, and it's just dumb.
All the way down. One more. We're not.
Not quite there yet when it comes to the 90s, but I'll get there. Good. Let's go. Lower. Good. All the way down. All the way down. A big part of like why I started doing like fitness content, and even like the first series that I did where I was like saying that you don't need to be an influencer, was because I didn't want people to think, or I wanted people to see themselves in a light where, hold on, I need to find my weights. I'm just gonna do the 90s again.
Okay.
I gotta get better at these anyways. Don't help me with this one. I want to do this one on my own.
Okay.
But like a big part of it was like the way that like God sees people, and he sees like their whole potential, right? He sees all that you're capable of. And a lot of people don't have someone that's like behind them to tell them like, hey, like you have all this potential, right? And most people just kind of not short themselves, but they don't pursue the things that they think are of pursuing because they don't feel that they're capable of them, because they don't have someone in their corner. So hopefully people use me as like a reference for what they're able to do, because I would not say that I'm special in any way. Yeah, that's what I wanted. A big part in improving yourself is having a community of people behind you that push you to be better. Whether it be a brother, a friend, even like parents and family. Whatever it takes to get you to better yourself and push yourself past your limits. Just use it. Because there's always going to be a day where you wake up, and if you didn't try your best at that one thing, you're going to live with regret. And that's not something that people are able to deal with.
Regret? Regret is not something people are able to deal with?
Yeah, because it's time, right? Like, you don't get it back. Tomorrow was promised to no one. So why live a life, or live your life in a way where it's like, you wake up the next day and be like, oh, I should have done more.
Not even that. Like, why not live a life that you can be proud of? Like, people spend a week doing nothing, like not productive at all, watching, I don't know, whatever, doing nothing, and then they have nothing to show for it, and then they're like, oh, I'm miserable.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder why. Because you did nothing. You contributed nothing to anything.
Yeah. No, I think people confuse trying your best with being at the destination they want to be at. Where they think, oh, like, in order for me to do my best, it has to happen overnight.
Or for it to be considered their best,
Yeah.
it needs to be better than their expectations. And most people have their expectations already way too high.
No, but
So-
even then, having high expectations for yourself isn't the problem.
No, I know.
It's
I know.
expecting yourself to achieve what you want
No, I know. but
overnight.
I'm saying like if they have those high expectations, and then they don't achieve them, they still feel miserable even if they did something, because they assume that their best is better than those expectations. When
Yeah,
maybe that's
I
just not
guess.
where they are right now. Like they could be, like especially for people in the gym, because that's where we are right now. Like people will be like, oh, well, by the end of this week, I'll be up 5 pounds on my heaviest lift. That takes like a month, especially if you're already lifting heavy. Like, yeah, I would love to be doing the like 115s on incline press. I'm not gonna. And like, yeah, I have those expectations that I will be able to do those. But like, obviously, me wanting to be able to do those by the end of this month and actually being able to do that, it's like, there are levels.
Yeah, there's
It's not-
steps. It takes time.
Yeah.
I used to be like that though. I used to be like, especially when I was first starting, I used to really hate. Even now, like when I'm cutting and bulking, it bothers me when I can't lift weight
Well, yeah.
that I normally
Or
lift.
even like that one day where I was doing,
Where you were just tired.
yeah, and I was tired and I wasn't
It
even-
pisses you off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
was-
you're
I wasn't
like,
even lifting the weight that I
you know that
do
you're capable
normally.
of more.
Yeah.
And that's like, but see, like that's like a healthy thing, right? Having those expectations and having a standard that's high for yourself is a good thing, because that means, not only does that mean that like you know in your head you probably already formulated a plan to reaching that goal.
We also set
Well,
a standard. that
Yeah,
we should
but you're setting a standard that you know you can reach, right? And so that part isn't the bad part. It's a lot of people get in this loop where it's like they don't meet their expectation, they give up, and then they restart. And then they don't meet the
yeah,
expectation,
especially
they
with
give
weight
up, they
loss.
restart.
Yeah, especially
and
with
it's
weight loss.
it's just this vicious cycle of like getting stuck in this loop. And it's like, dude, like set a goal for yourself that you know you can reach,
Yeah.
even if it's just a little bit, right? Because that little step tells your brain, hey, I can do this. Like I am capable of improving in some capacity. And the rest is just, the rest will be history, because you'll just keep making those small wins.
Especially because like if you're like, okay, by the end of this week, I'll lose 5 pounds, and then if you lose like 7, that's great.
Yeah.
But if you lose less than that, I mean, like just you're gonna go again next
Yeah,
week.
you're
Next
gonna
week,
you're
try
gonna
again.
you're setting yourself up for failure instead of for success. Yeah. Good job. Good. Let's go.
No.
Yeah. And I think a tip I could give to my younger self, if I could, is to get rid of those bad habits early on, because it took me some time to unlearn that thought process of like, oh, you didn't meet expectations, so you should feel bad about yourself. Like, it doesn't help you in any way. All it does is make you feel worse, and like in some capacity it pushes you to be a little bit better because you feel angry and you feel resentment towards yourself, but like that's not healthy. It's
It
not
also depends on like, because some people, like, for the people that it's healthy, or like in the cases in which that mindset is healthy, is when the people that are saying, "Oh, I did my best,"
they
but,
didn't
like,
actually
they know that they had like
they didn't actually give their
these
hardest.
meals here
Yeah.
and there, or like they didn't do the cardio when they were supposed
Yeah,
to, or whatever.
there's a difference between feeling resentment towards yourself because you didn't actually try, and feeling resentment towards yourself because you tried your absolute best and you just didn't meet expectations.
Yes.
So,
But there's a line. There's a
Yeah.
fine line between.
yeah. Yeah. So we got this and then flies and then we'll see from there. I'm pretty sure no.
I did. Let's see how this feels, and then we'll move up if it feels light. That's pretty easy. Oh, my chest is.
Well,
already
it always
feeling
feels
sore,
it
man.
always feels easy when you're pulling the weight.
Whatever.
It's a different story when you're pulling it down.
Okay, let's see. No, okay, we're sticking with this.
Yeah, exactly. And I think something that like affects us is the cold too. Like,
I feel stiff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like ass. Feels like I'm like with honey all over me.
what can you do?
I already feel sore. Oh, that's not fun. Okay, we're done. That's it. Don't touch it.
I need to stop slacking on my diet. Even though I don't want to have all that chicken, I have to have it.
Yeah, because you need it for recovery. You can't
Yeah.
just work out your hardest and then feed it nothing.
Apple pie is my fuel. Only that.
Come on. No.
I hate that they don't maintenance this machine, dude.
Huh?
I hate that they don't
Yeah,
maintenance this machine.
this one's pulling
It's
more
so
than this
stiff. Feel like I'm like having to fight for it to be even all the time. It's whatever.
No, that's it.
Let's just do this.
And the reason I still have this thing on is because it's clipped to this, and I don't want to clip it to my shirt. lock up soon. How many you want to get more? 2? 2 more. 1 more.
Let go.
Here, take it. You have to go do the 30 minutes.
That'll be it.
Here we go.
My brother has stepped away for now. He usually just goes and does his own thing, so it's not a big deal. But probably do this. We'll probably do some back today, and then yeah, and then we'll do a physique check, and that'll be the end of the video. But I include Larson press just because I feel like it's more, just in my opinion. I don't know if it's spaced in anything, but I feel like it is more my chest than anything else. I don't have any leg drive. My other muscles really can't get involved when it comes to this exercise. So, I don't know, just something that I like to do. Not based in anything, but it is something that I try my best to get better at, right? And that's something that's super important, is having those things that you come in every day and you just try to get better at them, whether or not they are optimal or efficient. So we're gonna do some 85s, and we'll go do some rows after this. And hopefully my headphones don't fall off. Yeah, so I wasn't getting anything. I wasn't gonna get more than that, honestly. I need to get back on my diet for sure. But yeah, let's go do some rows. All right, so we already did our warm-up set. We'll see how good we do with these, because I don't know why my legs are they feel a little achy. Oh, I need to pick that up. They feel not achy, but you're not feeling when they're not 100%. They're not sore, but they're not, you can tell that there's something bothering them. So we'll see, honestly. It just depends on how we're feeling. But that does not mean we're not gonna try our best. I'd say that went pretty well. Well, let me move this up. I'd say that a big part Actually, here, we'll do this. Here are three things that I would tell my younger self, that like are tips for losing weight or like just reaching any goal. Tip number one, set reasonable expectations for yourself. And that's not to say that like you shouldn't dream big or you shouldn't think, oh, like I can do this. None of that. But set a goal that you have that like you know you can achieve and you know you can put effort towards, because accomplishing that will teach your brain that you're capable of achieving something. Number two is never say you can't do something unless you've given it your all. A lot of times people will immediately, like their reaction to things is, oh, I can't do that. I get it all the time when I'm doing dieting. People will tell me like, oh, I could never eat like you, or I could never train like you. But in reality, they've never tried, right? Like they've tried, they've given half-assed effort. But if they really kept themselves accountable, they would definitely see change. And that's not something that like, it's very hard to unlearn, is that like predisposition to wanting to give up. You don't want to teach yourself that. That's a very bad habit. And then third, make sure that you are accountable to yourself. So like when you say you're going to do something, do it. Don't say like, because a lot of people, and especially me when I was first starting, would say, I'm going to start this diet tomorrow. And then they don't start it. And all that does is teach your brain to say, well, like the next time you try and set something up, or you try and push for that improvement, your brain automatically defaults to why even bother? Because it's already established this pattern of trying it and not doing it, saying you're going to do it and not doing it. So your integrity has no value in your own head when you're essentially lying to yourself and telling yourself, oh, I'm going to start this thing and then not doing it. And you don't want to set that pattern in your brain. A lot of improving is mental. It's making sure that you set the right patterns in your head, you have the right thoughts, you're making sure that you're building yourself up instead of putting yourself down. Because the more that you tell yourself you can't do something, the more your body is going to believe it. There's a lot of weight in what you say to yourself and how you think of yourself. So I think those are the three things. Speaking of I can't, we're gonna try doing rows with this because 2 plates felt pretty light. Now going into this, my brain is already thinking, oh, it's heavy and I can't. And my immediate thought process is, no, we've never tried this before. We're gonna give it our effort. We're gonna try our best. If we can't do it, we can't do it. It's not a big deal. Failure is inevitable when you're trying to improve yourself. But we are gonna give it our best effort. And that's what's most important. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Nah. Maybe if I did like 10 pounds. Let's try a little heavier. Not that heavy. Let's try this. Okay. Nah. Honestly, I'm glad that I caught that on camera because I probably had it if I didn't try the other way first, one. And two, it's good to see people fail. I think something that's really promoted now, especially with social media as a whole, is people only see the wins, right? You never see your favorite influencer fail a weight, or you never see the process they do to make a video, to build up their platform, to do all these things, and they fail. They fail a lot. But you have to be willing to accept those failures and move on from them, and not let them bring you down. Because if you let one instance of you failing tear your entire mentality down, you're not going to survive in general. Failure is just something that winners and people that accomplish great things, failure is just something that they're used to because they've failed so often that like once they get to the point where they're winning all the time, they've already gone through all the hard things, right? They understand how to deal with losing and setbacks and all these things that like people take as this huge deal. Whereas in reality, it's not really that big of a deal, right? It's this minuscule moment in a very long period of time. So all that to say, just when you don't do something or when you fail at something, get up, try it again. You'll be very surprised on how much of a difference resilience makes when it comes to achieving something. Just watch this. See? That one went smoother. So we got this. We got lat pull downs, and then we'll see. I think we're gonna do something for middle back. Probably some form of machine. Excuse me. And then that'll be it. And then we'll do a physique check. And that'll be the end of the video. Alrighty. So we got this. And then we got probably some like row variation, but it's gonna be more targeted towards the middle back. And then we'll finish up. Oh, actually, no, we'll do a machine. Yeah, we'll do a machine. So let's finish this up because my camera is running out of battery. I was telling my brother, I'm like, I don't really the Thanksgiving food. I feel like it kind of helped, but because I can feel it, like I can definitely feel that I have a little bit more energy than normal. I feel like I'm just so used to an excess of carbs being something that's like a saving grace almost. So it not being like extra is kind of throwing me off. But regardless, still get to push heavy weight and just get as much in as possible. So the win is a win. All right. It's good enough. I already did a set before this, so let's go do the machine. All right. So this is the machine. I don't really use this one, but I think we might have to start using it. I'd like to incorporate this into our split, and my split at least, because my middle back is something that I really want to develop over this, especially if you're trying to develop thickness. The middle of your back is like where most of your thickness comes from, and your erectors. So this machine is probably one of the better ways to do it because it's chest supported and it's not really restrictive of your movements in any way. So let's try. Should be a good warm-up weight. And we probably want to go a little lower, just so that when we bring the weight, it'll be here. Yeah. And we want to focus on squeezing. That way we're not using our lats more, we're more using our middle back. Setting up straps is always a pain in the ass when it comes to these machines. That felt good. So, yeah, honestly, like, I'm not very good at it, but I wasn't expecting to be. So we're probably we'll do one more. We'll try going a little heavier, because right now it's at like, you guys can't see it, but right now it's at 130 pounds. I know it's not really 130 pounds because these machines tend to be sort of iffy on the weight, because they really kind of help you lift it, but we'll go a little heavier, and then we'll do a physique check. So let's do one more. Well, I don't know. We'll see, we'll do our best. Nah, that ain't happening. We gotta go a little lighter than that. Maybe like 150 and we'll add a 10. Just because it's probably best to set it up like this. That way we're not struggling. Yeah, we'll get better at it. It's just gonna take time. So let's go check this out. All right, so as you can see, pretty pumped up. Even my chest is still, I'd say it's still pretty full, but we are like 195 pounds less than I weighed myself. So honestly, we're not very heavy, at least in comparison to how I was last bulk, but I don't know, today was good. I did some pretty heavy weight. Did the 90s for 2 sets instead of 1 per normal, so I'd call that a win. But that should be it, honestly. Tomorrow will be a rest day, so we'll take us through that, but it should be a shorter video. Less talking, more just doing sets. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe. I know that I know that my content might not be as engaging, but I'm trying to push the right message, and I want to make this community of people where they understand that they all have innate potential, they all have innate purpose. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.